Today I'm going to be showing you my first ever wash day on YouTube, and it was a hellish experience, to be honest, but that's okay, we got to do it. So I'm starting out with wetting my hair. I had been wearing my hair in the bob that I showed you guys for the past couple of weeks, and now I am wetting it with warm water that has been infused with black tea. For the shampoo, I've actually been getting into creating my own products this year. So this is my own shampoo that I've been formulating and whipping up in my kitchen just to really help put nutrients that I know will actually do something positive for my hair into my routine. So I am using this to work through my strands and get rid of any product buildup on my scalp, making sure to really scrub it in there. And then once I was done with my shampoo step, I then jumped into the shower to obviously rinse it all out. This shampoo that I made is just packed with a bunch of different Ayurvedic herbs and very gentle cleansing agents. I find most of the time when I'm using store-bought shampoos, they can just be too stripping or drying for my hair, as I'm sure we've all experienced at least once. And I want to make sure that this year, everything that I put into my hair is geared towards promoting a healthier scalp, stronger hair follicles, and overall just promoting healthier hair and more hair growth. So yeah. So once my hair was all clean, I moved on to my protein treatment. But first, can we get some appreciation for the beauty of 4C hair? I mean, look at how matte and just amazing. So now I'm moving on to my protein treatment. I am using the AphoG 2-step treatment, and yeah, it got everywhere. I spilled it all over my robe, my skin. It even got into a small little cut on my hand and started burning. And for those of you who are not aware of what AphoG smells like, the best comparison that I could make is it's like you had a rodent die in your wall and you didn't find out about it for a few weeks. Yeah, it's not good, but I understand that, sometimes the products that are the most effective on our hair do not have the best smell, and that's fine. It was just the fact that I had spilled it everywhere today that it was making the odor a lot more pungent than I would normally be accustomed to. I also then realized when I got to this back section that apparently I had done a bad job of rinsing out my hair because it was lathering up a lot, which I'm pretty sure is because I had some shampoo residue left in that section. So I don't even know if that means that the protein didn't even bond properly in that area. At this point of the wash day, I was exhausted and I just wanted to move on. So now I'm at the heat application section where I am just drying the hair to make sure that it's fully activated or bonded into it until it gets that nice hard cast that AphoG is known for. And then I am moving on to wash out my hair. Part of why this wash day was so stressful for me was because I spent the first half of the day actually making all of the products, and then I started actually washing my hair towards the late afternoon, maybe around 4 p.m. So I was really rushing because I had somewhere to be, which we all know that rushing and doing 4C hair do not go hand in hand, but I decided to force it because I really wanted to get the protein treatment done. And once I had the protein treatment in my hair, it was just too late to turn back. So yeah. Once I was done with that, I moved on to applying my deep conditioner, which has the same type of Ayurvedic herbal blend that I use for my shampoo, but also with a bunch of added oils, conditioners, and naturally derived ingredients. So I'm just making sure to saturate all of my hair strands with the product and working it through. It didn't have any added silicones or parabens or sulfates or just anything that might provide that extra slip that we're typically accustomed to with shampoos or conditioners. So I was happy at the fact that my hair did not feel like straw, which is what I was afraid of. Probably has a lot to do with the butters and oils. Normally, I would like to sit underneath a hooded dryer or use a handheld dryer with a plastic cap to really allow the deep conditioner to penetrate my hair strands, especially with me having low porosity hair. But like I mentioned, I did not have time for that today. So I just figured I'm gonna have to do the whole 15-minute or so conditioning session in the shower with the hopes that the heat and the steam will open up my cuticles somewhat, and I'll just pass the time by playing with my hair and pretending I have a wash and go. I don't typically like to do wash and goes because I find it leads to extreme tangling on me, but I do think that they look really beautiful on other people, and sometimes I wish that I didn't have to deal with any tangling with wash and goes because I really do like the way that my hair looks like this in its natural state with just some product. But the routine of what would be required with, you know, the amount of washing and manipulation, it's just not conducive for the type of hair journey that I'm looking for. So for where I'm at in my life, all I can have are these 15-minute pretend wash and goes in the shower. Once I finished the deep conditioning process, I then just rinsed it out. And because I didn't have time to really fully detangle with the deep conditioner and put it into small sections, I decided to do a lazy 2 pigtail method because I knew I wouldn't be able to go and blow dry my hair or do anything until the next day, and this would allow my hair to at least be somewhat stretched and just kind of out of the way. I also forgot to mention that I did also lock in or attempt to lock in the moisture with the DIY oil that I had also made. So I applied that to my hair after rinsing out the deep conditioner and before putting it into the braids, just to help with locking in some of that moisture. For me, I consider a good wash day to be peaceful, relaxing, where I'm not rushing and I really have time to pay close attention to all of my hair strands and work slowly. That's my favorite kind of wash day. And unfortunately, everything about today was the opposite. And I think it's because I tried to wash it loose. I plan on incorporating more protein treatments into my hair routine this year, but I cannot do this washing it loose type of thing again. So I'm gonna probably try it on mini braids again and see how that goes. I've never actually done a protein treatment on mini braids before, so I don't know if it's gonna cause me issues when it comes to actually washing out the product, but I'm gonna try it because the type of tangling and just small matting in certain sections that I had to deal with afterwards was just so annoying. And a large part of that was my fault because I wasn't able to spend the amount of time that I should have, and I just kind of rushed through it. But with me not focusing as much on long-term protective styling this year, I definitely want to nail down a really good, smooth, easy, and productive wash day that works for me and my hair goals. So I'm definitely going to be tweaking this over time, and that's fine. Everything in our natural hair journey is always a learning process. We don't always have the best outcome, but regardless of what we're doing, we can always learn from those mistakes and figure out how to improve it for next time. I also have to give a shout out to every other YouTuber that has ever made a video in your shower, because wow, it is no joke, from trying to make sure you don't completely flood your house to not drowning yourself and making sure you've got the lighting in there. Like, it's a lot, and I never appreciated it until I had to do it myself. Anyways, if you guys want to learn how I actually got the bob that I mentioned earlier in the video, then make sure to check out this video right here. And until next time, take care of yourself.